인사드리겠습니다. 안녕하세요, 뉴진스입니다.
The K-pop industry needs NewJeans. We were going to make a giant video essay on all of the granular details surrounding what has been happening with HYBE, ADOR, Minheejin, and NewJeans. At the time of this recording, NewJeans has officially terminated their contract with ADOR, having given a timeline of November 29 at midnight, and being in the past in Los Angeles, it's still the 28th. Regardless of the legality of the matter, those are the facts. Whatever the case may be, if the girls feel this is the best decision, then we will continue to support them as artists. And I suppose, in relation to the premise of this video, Danielle finally stated,
NewJeans never dies.
During the press conference, it was made abundantly clear that while they were aware they wouldn't be able to use the name, they would fight for it. But despite the title of this video, it's not an argument for the name. As I stated in the beginning of the video, the industry needs NewJeans. The members. We are fortunate enough to have the Watching Sundays community that has introduced us to so many great groups, both old and new, from SHINee to Baby Monster to NMIXX and 17 to EXO and Dreamcatcher to NewJeans. K-pop is in a golden age. While there exists unique groups in both vocal, choreo, and visual concepts and talents, they all inhabit the same space. No, that doesn't mean they are all the same, it just means they all exist within the same arena. Great choreography, great vocals, great music you can sing along to and dance to. Then came along Honey, Danielle, Minji, Haerin, and Haein, NewJeans. A type of sound and aura that disrupted the very nature of how we understand K-pop. Songs that you could simply vibe to, not just because it had bombastic vocals or banger drops or grooving bass lines. Songs mixed with voices that made you feel, for lack of a sufficient word, cool. Their music videos, we saw what we typically see in the industry. Great choreo, great narrative, and great visuals, but something was lurking in the wings waiting to be discovered. Something that the new generation calls aura. When NewJeans performed and we saw their choreo, it wasn't about perfect synchronization, perfect lines, and when all is said and done, a near perfect performance. It was about fun, relatability, and great vibes. At least for us, NewJeans members all individually danced differently and all inhabited different personalities within their dance. Sometimes the choreo even intentionally represented this. But the general atmosphere was that of a couple girls dancing to a great song and having fun, rather than performing a choreography they learned to perfection. Evidenced by their performances, they were genuinely having a good time and really just dancing with feeling to the song, rather than worrying about perfectly replicating a set piece. Now, this is not to say every single group out there is just trying to do the choreo and not enjoying the songs they perform. It's to say it is especially evident with NewJeans. To that end, you saw the girls just chillin' and vibing, rather than performing. A great parallel and example to this is XG's New Dance. In which there exists a section in the song and music video where they all just start freestyling and dancing uniquely to their own dance. It is that vibe, that feeling, that NewJeans exemplifies. That catapulted NewJeans onto the global market unlike any group we've seen before, and at a much faster rate. NewJeans was just another K-pop group, not a global girl group like Vicha, XG, or Cat's Eye. Of course, those groups would find worldwide acclaim respectively, but hearing NewJeans in Pizza Hut, Popeyes, American stores, the only time I've ever heard other K-pop groups was in boba tea joints and particularly Asian stores. And before you throw us to the wolves, BTS and Blackpink exist, but how long did it take for them to take over the Western market? BTS debuted in 2013 and hadn't broken through to the Western market until 2017 when their hit Mic Drop received a gold from the RIAA and became the first Korean act to top the Billboard 200. Blackpink debuted in 2016 and didn't break through until their hit Do reached global popularity, charting on the UK singles chart and also receiving an RIAA certification. And they didn't reach number 1 on the Billboard charts until 2022 with Born Pink. Compared to NewJeans, who debuted in 2022 to chart-topping hits Attention, Hype Boy, and Cookie, with Hype Boy charting on the Billboard Global 200. That is on debut. 2 months later, they released their EP with OMG and Ditto, which is the longest running number 1 song on the Circle Digital chart and charted on the Billboard Hot 100 and UK singles chart. Again, 2 months after debut. Super Shy then became their highest charting single on Billboard Global 200 at number 2 and the US Billboard Hot 100. They were Time's Next Generation leaders and the 8th best-selling artist in the world in 2023. They became an instant pop cultural phenomenon, all within a year of their debut, and just like all of the other videos that are covering this topic, everyone is paying attention to what NewJeans is going to do next. To clarify, this is all definitely intentional. But it was the girls, Hani, Danielle, Minji, Haerin, and Haein, that made it feel like a couple of normal girls vibing to music. That's all they needed to break through to the Western market, especially with audiences that didn't even listen to K-pop. We have friends that haven't heard of BTS or Blackpink, but have definitely heard of NewJeans. Bias aside, it may come down to generational differences, but the fact remains that people were listening to NewJeans songs as if they were just normal Western artists. And that brings me back to the premise of this video. The industry needs NewJeans, as they represent a disruption in the K-pop industry, emphasizing the sync in dancing, singing, and performing, and emphasizing the enjoyment of music. In conclusion, no matter what happens to NewJeans, we really hope that they continue to grace us with their presence in whatever capacity that is afforded to them. Whether it's used jeans, old corduroys, or vintage overalls, Hani, Danielle, Minji, Haerin and Haein need to stick together and continue to provide the industry with that sense of fun, enjoyment, and relatability that isn't typically emphasized. The sense of just hanging out, just vibing. The sense of cool.